One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Lobos will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So BYU's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So New Mexico's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Lanning. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap, it's Rasmussen. He's not going to get there, stopped short on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Finding open areas. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Cougars trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got the quick completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Sparks. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Lobos!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. A man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Cougars are marching down the field. 42 Spider. 4-2. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Roberts. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And that one worked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. The tag. Touchdown, New Mexico. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that pre-play scoring. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Zings it complete to the right. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. He'll throw on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Brings up second down.
Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He'll pull it down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off play action on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Snap it to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Lobos. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, New Mexico. The defense takes matters into its own hands. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens,
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Westbrook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. You should just be in the red zone now. You just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the 2nd half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Lining up to add another. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the 1st half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Grab behind the line. It's Sparks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Sparks. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Sparks. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? The Lobos in a good spot here with second and short. Using the quick game. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Lobos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Lobos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. We're starting to get late. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Rivera. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. He'll start this drive firing. The screen, and watch out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Look out, he's got room. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Sparks. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Rasmussen. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air.
That's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. To play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Westbrook. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
BYU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
35. BYU. 24.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Drake. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Rasmussen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll try to tack on one more. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
BYU 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
Out Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's a hit. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running back searching for a hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? On the option. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught behind the line. It's Rasmussen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Barrels ahead. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground. Touchdown, Lobos! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.